Good morning. Welcome back to That Simple Life with the Devore Wild fam. Welcome to a day in the life. I am just making myself some steel cut oats for breakfast. So this is one serving. It's the, what's that guy's name? That Bob guy, the Red Mill. This is half a cup of water, a fourth a cup of the steel cut oats. You bring your water and a little bit of salt to a boil, just a pinch of salt. Then you turn it down to medium low, add your oats, cook it for 7 minutes. I cook it a little bit longer and I add a splash of milk in there just to make it creamier. So I'm going to turn this off and I just leave it and I let it sit for about 2 minutes. I know this might seem like a lot of work for oatmeal, but trust me, when it is cold outside like it is right now, we're supposed to get snow today, this oatmeal is so good. And I'm about to go on my walk, so I really want something warm in my stomach. I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in here and some raisins, and it's going to be really good. And yes, I still do the instant oatmeal. Actually, my kids had some instant oatmeal for breakfast because we woke up a little bit late, so we were in a hurry, but I thought I would treat myself to the steel cut oats this morning. So here it is, all done and ready to eat. There's a little bit of brown sugar in there and just a little bit of raisins. Sometimes I even like to add a little bit of frozen like mixed berries, or I add some chocolate chips. I mean, you can put apples in here, basically whatever, some nuts, but it's this right here. So I don't remember if I got this at Sam's Club or Walmart, but it came with 2 huge bags. So I just put one of the bags into the Ziploc bag, and then I wrote some of the servings amount, because usually I do 1 or 2 servings at a time. So that's what I wrote down, and then I'll put this back downstairs. But I'm going to enjoy my oatmeal and then go on my morning walk. I'm back from my walk and I'm freezing, so I'm gonna make myself a cup of peppermint tea. Okay, well, I've got my peppermint tea. So good. I need to put some honey in it. I was gonna make stir fry and rice, but I don't know, I'm not feeling it. I want some like really warm comfort food because it's so cold outside. So I've got the rest. Actually, it's not the rest. I still got 3 pieces left of the chicken tenderloins, but I'm gonna save those other 3 pieces and grill them up, maybe for myself for like lunch, because they're the really small pieces. But what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add 1 package of stovetop chicken mix with the can of cream of mushroom. And probably I'm probably not going to use this. Probably at the very end I'll throw in some, maybe like some frozen green beans or broccoli. And then what I'll do is I'll make some rice. But we have some chicken gravy that I don't want to go to waste because we didn't use it all the other night. And so I think we can use that, so they can, there's not a lot left, so whoever wants the gravy can pour it over the rice, and that will be dinner. And then I don't know where my selfie stick is again. And then when I'm done getting dinner put in the crock pot, I'm gonna wash my dishes, and I'm also gonna we have some spice cake. That's my husband's favorite, and some frosting. So I thought I would just make a spice cake for after dinner, or if they want to have some after school. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a cake or cupcakes yet. And then I want to do my Christmas list, write down the things that I've gotten, get that started before kids come home, and then it'll be time for lunch. And of course I've got laundry going. I always have laundry going. So I added some onion and garlic powder, and then I've got my 1/3 cup of milk and 1 can of cream of mushroom, and I just used this little spatula here to get all the soup out of the can. So I don't want to waste any. We go through a lot of cream of mushroom. I bought that box at Sam's Club, and I think I need to go back and get another one because I probably use it once or twice a week. Because I cook a lot of crock pot meals and like casseroles, and we don't like cream of chicken. So cream of mushroom is kind of my go-to. I've got some cream of celery, but I just really like the taste of cream of mushroom. So I'm just gonna pour this now over the chicken. Okay, and like I said, I'll probably end up adding some green beans. I'm not sure if I'll add them, if I'll use frozen green beans, because I don't know if we have any, or maybe broccoli would be good too, or if I'll just use some canned veggies. But I'm gonna cook this on low till about probably 5:30. It's almost 10:30 right now, so that is plenty of time. I'm gonna do my dishes, and that lovely sound is my washing machine going. But I'm gonna tackle this and then tackle the Christmas stuff. I got the recipe that I just made out of this cookbook. She's Drinking Coffee gave this to me in a care package last year. Was it this year or last year? I can't remember, but I really like it. And hopefully I get to finish my book. Still working on it. Oh, and I forgot to mention that we did buy, a couple weeks ago, we bought a Christmas tree. So when we moved from California to here, we got rid of everything. So we had a really pretty big Christmas tree when we lived in Southern California that a friend had given us. I mean, this tree was really nice, but I'd sold that for like $60. And then when we lived in Northern California, I had a really tiny tree that my mom had given me. And the second year we were there, we got a real tree. Like, we waited, I think it was like pretty close to Christmas when we got that tree, because we waited till they kind of went on sale. And then the last 2 years we've been here, we didn't have a tree. The kids' school was getting rid of their fake tree, and so they asked us if we wanted it. So we used that the last 2 years. If you go back and watch old Christmas vlogs, you'll see the old Christmas tree. Well, I don't know how long the school had used that tree, but when I took it apart after Christmas last year, it was breaking. It was it was on its last leg. We ended up throwing it away because it just was not salvageable. I can't talk. So at Walmart 2 weeks ago, they had all their Christmas displays up, and I was like, oh, expensive, out of our price range. I was gonna look at thrift stores. But then I found one, and it came in a white one with colored lights, a green with white lights, a green with colored lights, and very interesting, a black tree with gold with white lights, which I thought was really pretty. Not sure I would do it because it wouldn't really match, but I thought it was pretty. But they were only $39 for a 6-foot tree. I thought that was a really good deal. So I do need to get a Christmas stand because we don't have one. But how awesome is that? So I got the green one with some colored lights, and then I bought some colored Christmas balls. Just some really bright, fun colors and some new garland that kind of matches. And so we spent probably $55. I have not bought like new actual ornaments, and I think since Allie's first Christmas, and she's now 16, so it's been a long time. I mean, I'll still hang up the kids' ornaments and stuff that they've made and their favorite ones and their baby ornaments, but it was nice to buy some. They're just balls. They're like nothing spectacular, but I thought they were fun. So there's that. I'm excited to put up our tree. Really need to go get a Christmas tree stand before they're all gone. But $39, I don't think you can beat that. So I'll make the cake in a little bit closer to the time the kids come home from school. I really need to find my selfie stick. But yesterday when I was at Winco, I treated myself, and actually I'm gonna try to limit myself to 3. I'm gonna have this with the rest of my peppermint tea. I found these holiday cookies, the sugar cookies. I love these things so much. I'm like the only one in my family that likes them, so that whole bag is pretty much for me. Kennedy likes them okay. She'll eat them. I don't know, they're just, my mom used to get them when I was little. It was like the one little Christmas treat she would get. They have to be this kind. They have to be this Voortman. And I don't think last year they were carrying them in the stores, but they're just so good. I don't know. I'm just weird, you guys. I'm so weird. But I'm going to have 3 cookies, finish my tea, and give my mom a quick phone call. Then do my Christmas stuff, fold some laundry, make the cake, and hopefully get to read some of my book before the chaos starts with all the kids coming home. And I forgot to mention that this morning when I had my cup of coffee, I also had a strawberry oatmeal crumble bar. They're like little tiny squares. It's not very big. Just because Allie, my oldest, has to catch the bus at 6:30. She likes me to wake her up at 5, so I get up pretty early, and I just like to have something in my stomach, like a snack, before breakfast. I really have to make sure that I eat because the Adderall really affects my appetite. So I'm actually going to take it right now before I eat my cookies. So I've been trying to like have a snack and then some breakfast and then take the pill, because what happens is after I take it, I'm not hungry. Like, I've got no hunger cues. So I will still eat lunch and dinner, but I'll forget because I just will not feel hungry. And it kind of like messes with, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, even when I do feel hungry, nothing sounds right. Nothing sounds good. It just really affects my appetite. So there is that. Not that anybody wanted to know all of that. I forgot to show you my lunch. I just had a sandwich on one of those hamburger buns with some of the lunch meat and cheese that we had last night for dinner. Having my 3rd cup of peppermint tea. I can't seem to get myself warm today. But I got my casserole dish greased and the cake mix. And I just followed, it's just a box cake mix. The spice cake, I remember last year this was really hard to find. I should probably take a look this year. I haven't looked to see what the spice cake situation is this year, but I just followed the directions on the back. I didn't add anything to it. Sometimes I add like an extra egg or I add milk in place of the oil, but I did not do that, especially since I didn't buy milk yesterday. We do have some of that dry milk I showed you guys from the school, or whatever that milk is, powdered milk. And we have some oat milk downstairs. But I just use the oil because we have plenty of oil. And I even thought it's only 1:16, so I've got a little over an hour before Kennedy gets home. Maybe I'll make some cookies too. I haven't made chocolate chip cookies in quite a while. Maybe they can have cookies after school and save the cake for after dinner, but I need to get this in the oven so that it has time to cool so that we can frost it or ice it, whatever. I thought about making the Halloween cupcakes too. I have some red velvet cake mix also and some more white frosting, but I don't know, spice cake is my husband's favorite, and the other kids all like it too, so it just sounded good. Get this all mixed up. I haven't used my KitchenAid mixer over there in a while. I need to clean it, it's pretty dusty. I love my mixer. I hate the glass bowl that it came with. This, I don't know what it is about it, but when you put raw egg in it, no, it's hard to clean. Like, it's hard to get that smell of egg out of it. So a lot of times I find myself just mixing things by hand, and I keep meaning to look to see if I can just order a metal one for it like they usually come with. I don't know, that was one of the special edition ones. I've had it since 2011, I think, and I like it. I mean, it works well. It's just hard to clean. Even putting it in the dishwasher. It's hard to get the egg smell out. I really, really like it for making bread though. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I do need to clean it though. I just thought this would be a nice treat. It's so cold outside. I wish it would just snow. It was supposed to snow, but we got just a tiny bit of rain. And honestly, I'd rather it snow because sometimes when it snows, it actually makes it a little bit warmer outside. But no, we just got a tiny bit of rain. My dinner is smelling fabulous in the crock pot. I'll show you. And get this cake in the oven. So my son Parker, he's got a job interview over at this little sandwich shop. Literally right down the street from us. Like, you can holler and they'd hear you. My daughter worked there for a couple days, but her grades, my oldest daughter, her grades weren't very good, so she's kind of had a little bit of a hard time since we've moved here. She's smart, that's not the problem. It was just, I think, getting it done, and she was kind of behind. So she's at a different school now where you need less credits to graduate, and she only takes 3 classes at a time that are 2 hours long each. Still a full day, but only has to concentrate on 3 classes, and it's still a high school diploma, so it's not lacking in anything, but she's doing a whole lot better with that. I think it was something we probably should have done a while ago. And Parker, he sometimes struggles with his grades. Most of his is just, I think he might have some ADHD. I'm thinking about getting him tested. He has a really hard time just focusing, but once he does, he likes to procrastinate and do everything at the last minute. So this job will actually be perfect for him because, let me get this in the oven. I just spilled batter everywhere. They close at 7 o'clock every day, which means he'll be home by 8:30 after cleanup, and they're closed on Sundays. So he's just looking for maybe 3-4 days a week. I think it'll be perfect. That still gives him enough time to do his schoolwork. And Allie the lady said that she would hire Allie back if she wanted to come back, or she was looking at maybe getting a job at a clothing store in the mall. My son, speaking of my son, he just came home with his friend Chris for lunch, so they're eating some of the sandwich stuff. Are you guys gonna say hi? Say hi.
Hey.
Okay, so the cake is done. Smells really nice, and dinner's almost done as well. It smells really good. The kitchen is smelling so good. So I'm preheating the oven now to 375 because I went ahead and made the cookies. I figured the kids might be a little burnt out on chocolate because we are still going through Halloween candy. Most of what's left is chocolate. So I made my chocolate chip cookies, the recipe, but with white chocolate chips and some dried craisins instead. Usually I add vanilla pudding to my mix, but I will save that for actual chocolate chip cookies. Cookies are almost done. I'm heating up my tea because it got cold. So that was really nice when my son came home for lunch. I like it when they do that. I like it when my friends come over here. I like them to feel like they have a safe place to go to, and it's one of the reasons why I take the free lunches or the turkey they're donating to my family, because a lot of times I'm feeding more than just my 6 kids. So like I said, that is a reason why I take the free lunches and stuff that they offer. Granted, they didn't eat like the raviolis and stuff, but they have before. They wanted to have some of those yummy sandwiches from last night, and I don't blame them because my sandwich was really good too. Cookies are done and just in time because Kennedy's bus should be here any minute now. So I've got these on the plate, and then I've got a few more in the cookie jar. And the cake should be almost cool enough to put the icing on. Look who's home. It's Miss Kennedy. Is it cold outside? Yeah, it's cold. You want to take your backpack off and your hat and your mittens?
Where's my friend?
Your friend's not, they're coming next week.
Where's my other one friend?
Yeah, I know that I don't know where she is today, but she says she will be here next week.
My friend's coming.
Not today.
Where's another one friend?
They said they might send somebody, but I didn't get a phone call. You'll have to play with me. What? You don't want to play with mommy? Why not? I turned it into a fall cake. Look how pretty that is. It matches the kitchen decorations.
Ready?
Jillian's home. Aren't you? Oh, what's on your shoe? You stepped in poop. Hurry, take your shoes outside.
What's up?
What is that?
Please.
Get it off my couch. Go take your shoes off.
Bye, have Amy.
She went to a concert today. Was it fun?
Yeah, what's it bad?
How was the concert?
Fine.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
There's cookies.
What?
There's cookies. Did you have a good day?
Yeah. Hold on, Audrey. What the?
How's school?
Good.
What'd you do? Who'd you see? That was on camera.
You need something?
Who's my age? Who's watching
And
this?
Jesse.
Who's watching
And the girl from So Gay.
this? And the girl from High School Musical.
London's one of the school members.
Jack. Jack. Okay, you want to show me? Oh, careful. Kennedy got her school pictures back. They're so beautiful. Let me see. You look so cute. Awesome. Dinner's done, and that's all the chicken gravy that we had left from the other night. But we really don't need it because you can just use the cream of mushroom. This is my plate, so I'm the only one that's gonna have the chicken gravy. Nobody else wanted it. But like, this is my husband's plate, and so the cream of mushroom and the stuff, it can just go right over the rice. And I ended up adding some broccoli to it, but most of the kids like this. The only one complaining about it is Allie, who's claiming that she does not like stuffing. I thought she did. You know, comment down below if your kids are constantly changing what they like and what they don't like. But this is mine. This is Adam's, and I'm going to serve up. Kennedy's just wanting rice right now, and that's all right too. Okay, I'm going to give Kennedy her piece of cake. We're still using the paper plates from Parker's birthday. Got the crock pot soaking. I've made Adam's lunch. Kitchen's pretty clean. I still need to sweep, but I'm going to wait till they're done eating this, because otherwise I'll be sweeping again. You're going to have some cake. Can you tell? Uh-oh. Is it good? Is it Kennedy approved? Okay, we're going to end the vlog. Can you tell everybody chicken tendies? Because I got to go fold a bunch of laundry.
Chicken tendies, bye!
Love you.
Love you too.